Okay, so there's two polls on YouTube. Please go vote. For what I'm seeing now is um what you call um nines episode. The new episode is going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. So far. If you want to change that, please go vote. Um, um, I don't know why I put Riddle Joker for Nanami on that poll. Um, I sh- I'm gonna change that around and put Nanami on Saturdays. I mean on Sundays, I think. Or I might or what I might do is switch it back and forth. With Nozomi back and forth with Castella. I might do that. Um, but uh, also, what is the other one? For what you call it for Knuckle Knee Heart. Um, I see like 67% as at the moment. People are for going what Tama's route. So okay, that's something. Let's more people change it. But so far that's what we're going for. The other girls got the other options are at 11%. So that's something. I mean, if you but still, I mean, if you want to still voice your opinion, please go vote in the community post on YouTube. Also, so that's something. That's what I might do for what you call it for Sundays. That's what I might do. I'm gonna put a third poll up there. But also please go vote regardless. There's gonna be three polls inside the community section. So please go vote for all of them. But anyway, let's get back to this. The option that most everybody picked for was the third one. So let's go. Uh, and wait, and caressed it. Okay, wait, and caressed it as if shaking hands. Oh, whoopsies. Well, he's got a handful. Before the light of truth, people are powerless. Sight alone isn't enough. You must also check it by touch.
素晴らしい。張りがあり、弾力があり、重力に逆らう強さがある。これぞ、至高の一品と断ずるに何のためらいもない。いや、いや、いや、こんな変態変態変態来ないで触らないで近寄らないでどっか行け
She raised her leg up high and brought it down on me at a 90-degree angle. I was oh 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 gosh. I was so taken in by this by the sight. I couldn't evade it. What what an excellent vertical downward high what okay what an excellent vertical downward whirlwind kick in honor of the stockings. In honor of the stockings, I decide to name it Beautiful Black Death Whirlwind. Wait, a Beautiful Black Whirlwind which carries death. I swear, I would laugh so hard if I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would laugh so hard if we got the restart button. If we had to freaking restart, I would laugh. Oh gosh, this guy. What a beautiful moon. Oh, my consciousness faded due to her previous blow.
騎士や、すまない。私はここまでのようだ。
ご主人様、傷は深いですがしっかり。死因がセクハラとか、生まれ変わってやり直せという感じですが、ご主人様。
志半ばに果てるこの無念。だが、良い、良い人生だった。思考の胸と出会えたこの喜びをもって、私は地獄へ赴こう。
ご主人様、ご主人様。
Oh no!
時の先生。何ですか？先ほどの発言、訂正します。男に興味なんてありません。最低、死ねばいいのに。えっと、ままならないものですね。
Ah, a hazy moon hung over the night sky. The sphere outlet became unclear, creating a angelic an angelic my bad angelic halo. I feel so stupid. The lunar halo, the icy crystal born in the thin clouds. The transient isolated sky. The tranquil it it isolated or slitted sky bloomed in superior beautiful clarity despite not completing any despite not competing with anything.
我が生涯に一片の悔いなし。
ハローレディー。
What? Wait, really? Huh? What just happened? Um, hello? Nothing? Uh, huh? Wait. Oh, 1 second. I'll come back to it when I guess this is over. Uh, oh, okay. We're good now. We're good. I thought I thought it was over. I was about to say. It was a world made of white and glass. There were there was also there was a flashy funic wait, there was a flashy futuristic style restaurant what okay reminiscent of a windowed building next to next to symbolic symbolism a wait a building meant to symbolize a bright future. Goodness gracious, its name was Tekoni, Noble Academy, and beyond this gate was okay. Wait, and beyond the gate, an educational facility lorded over the landscape.
長いので、スクールで構わないと思います。ひし
Hishia talked to herself a lot. She's grown up in an environment where her only companion was an imaginary friend named Frederick. Wait, Frederick, whatever. Uh, Well, um, okay, the academy was on a hilly area about 10 kilometers away the Oshiki, whatever. And as an educational facility, it had a thorough quantity or what quantity over quality approach. It had a what it had only opened a few years ago, but despite covering a whole 8 years of education, it had about 200 students for a private school focused on profit that wasn't a manageable number. I mean, it's not too bad. However, from what he should could see, this school could afford whatever it wanted. All the students live wait okay all of its students lived in assigned dorms. The vast territory it boasted, despite its low student count, was covered by tall walls, making it seem like a fortress ready for any enemies. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean the gates right here is more than enough to say, look, you fucking peasants, you stay the fuck out of here. This is for the elite, the cream of the crop. Uh, the students never wait. Okay, the students almost never left the walls. There, what? Okay, wait. Okay, the students almost never left the walls. That was the reason why almost none of the locals even knew it was a school. The school had no introductory website or pamphlets. The ones who knew of it the ones who knew of it were far and few between.
うん、来たようだな。
Again, yes. You have to be truly noble to even get in this school. Mm. After a short wait, Hosho's master, Natri, said those words.
いよいよですね、成田様。
Hishia muttered those words to wait. Hishia muttered those words in her heart. Excuse me. A romantic, ro- a romantic, wait, romantic kissed hallway you would never expect from a modern look. If you ignored the ceiling, it was an even wide enough for the style. Yo, damn. A cliche construct was was metristic. Uh, what a cliche construct was reminiscent of historical medieval Europe buildings. Upon passing the gate, the plaza, the door, the wait, wait. Upon passing the gate, the plaza, and the door to the school, Hishi and I were greeted by were greeted by this hallway and hel-
待っていました、成田真理。
uh uh. I'm just gonna say it now. The look of look get this fucking piece of this piece of pure utter garbage. I'm just that's what it looks like. Asaki. I have no idea why, but it seemed like she was avoiding eye contact. あ
うん。どうやら奥ゆかしい彼女は、昨夜完璧な礼を尽くした私と目を合わせるのさえ恥じらっているようだね。
yeah, my perfect, thank you.
ヒシア、あれはスリッパで踏みつぶした G の死骸を眺める時の吐き捨てるような眼差しではないかと思いますが、まあ、どうでもいいでしょう。
wow. Thanks, Hishia. You can always count on you, girl.
音無し作、君が出迎えてくれるとは意外だ。
私も慎んでまっぴらごめんだ。と言いたいところですが、時の先生の指示で私がエスコートパートナーに指名されてしまったので、
My
ええ、
bad.
本当に残念ながら。
Oh, I'm sorry.
成田真理、あなたがスクールでの暮らしになれるまで、私、音無作がエスコートを務めます。わからないことがあれば、何でも相談してください。
Okay. Um, I'm quite curious, quite frank, really. What's your cup size? I'm just curious, because our boy got a handful yesterday, and I want to know, quite frank. Perfection. She hid her bashfulness and lightly bowed flawlessly.
まず、教室へ案内します。ついてきてください。
Okay.
そうさせてもらおう。
As I followed her, she suddenly jumped a whole 5 meters backward. Her powerful legs were, oh goodness, them legs. I'm sorry. Her powerful legs were reminiscent of Thompson's gazers, whatever. She then gazed at me like she was about to curse her parents' enemies to death.
見事な跳躍だ。足元に地雷でもあったのかね？
半径3メートル以内に近づいたら銃殺します。
Wow. What do we do? Wo- Would it be rude to hold up? What would it okay? Would it have been rude to ask if she had a gun? She was absolutely serious, which only made me perplexed.
君がエスコートしてくれるという話をたった今聞かされたように思うのだが。
Yeah.
ええ、でも近づいたら殺す。
Wow.
菱谷、よくわからないが、これはあれかね。何か高度に哲学的な全クエスチョンだろうか。
You know, how could she be offended? Well,
フィシアとしては、ここへ来るまで、今時ノーブルとかぶっちゃけドン引きだよね、という気分でしたが、音無様は意外に素直な方のようなので、交換ポイント爆上げ中です。
Okay.
菱谷のスキルが羨ましいものだ。私への交換ポイントは何点なのだろう。彼女は奥ゆかしすぎて感情表現が分かりにくい。
ドキンガンなのですね、ご主人様。ところで、成田、
After thinking it through, she decided to call me by my last name.
ここからは学生のみです。
We had a non-student among us. Hishia, my loyal, skilled maid. I don't want to leave her.
菱谷、教室へ行くことになった。今日から私の立場は、このスクールの学生だ。
それは DT です。
一般的でない語彙も増えてきたようだ。何やら用法が適切でない気もするが。
Hishia thought for a moment, then corrected herself.
それは頂上でございます。
もう少し日本語の研究が必要だな。
はい。ずる向けのご主人様に DT などと、あらぬ疑いのかかる発言をしてしまいました。ヒシア、お詫びいたします。
I slowly nodded while Saki glared at me like like I was some sort of insect.
本日から私は学生寮で生活する。
承知しております。
I remembered something I had to confirm and face the beautiful girl who still who was still upset for reasons I could not quite understand.
自助同伴の良性というのはありだろうか。
そんなものはない。
She shot me down in an instant. That was that that was what it meant to have nowhere to turn to.
ということらしい、ヒシア。どうやら今朝の策は、生理的にご機嫌が斜めのようだね。別れは手早く終わらせるとしよ
もう手遅れというか、全面的にアウトっぽいですが。まあ、苦労するのはご主人様なので、よしとしましょう。
Yo, damn. Yo, what she Yo, what she say basically is look look, you're the one who's gonna fucking suffer without me, motherfucker. I don't need you. You need me.
それではご主人様、しばしのお別れでございます。
Yeah, see it right there.
ご
Yep.
心配なく、イシアはせいぜい羽を伸ばすことにしますので。
Please just come back to me, please. Just don't leave. I mean, okay, I mean, you can go do whatever. Just come back, though.
う。正直、一抹の不安は拭いきれない。私一人で、果たして文化的な生活を維持できるものか。
ご主人様が電波なのは、育った環境の過酷さゆえですので、まあ、しゃあねえなと諦めるのが寛容です。ありふれた世界で埋もれて生きるのも一つの試練。頑張ってください。
Ugh. I just said this is probably the first time we see her smile like that. Then she gave me a full smile, then soothed my soul with a gentle wave as she departed. She would come to serve me. She would come to serve me because of a certain twist of fate.
こういうことわざがございます。文化がないなら、木の根をかじればいいじゃない。
I don't think so.
人間は木の根をかじってでも生き抜くことができます。夢も尊厳もなくとも生きるだけは叶うもの。まして揺るぎない意志を持っているならば、進むべき道の開かれぬ理由のあろうはずがありません。
Okay, I do not understand, but okay. uh, uh, I smell like a fire or some shit like that. Um, I smell like a fire. I hope it's not. I hope it's not me. Hope it's not a computer or some shit like that. But anywho, um, Shiki, Nashi, had to fulfill a promise. The stage where he aimed for was distant, but the feelings in his heart were true and clear all the same. Thus, thus he would push forward, no matter how harsh the road would be. He would never stop.
成田様は必ずやたどり着かれることでしょう。
君は完璧なメイドだな、ヒシア森。
そろそろ行きます。
Unable to take more of our conversation, Saki walked. Saki walked ahead. I fixed my posture, and Hishia fixed a messy spot on my uniform. Aw. The bell signaling the start of class rang out that very moment.
本当に長かったな、ヒシア。
ここは成田様が望まれた約束の地。一切の慈悲なく、微塵も容赦なく、さまつに心煩わされることなく、行くべきところへ行き、なすべきことをなされますよう。
これより先は人海の哀れ、人の心なる者たちよ。さらば。
Hishia gave me a perfect English style bow.
いってらっしゃいませ。どうかお心のままに。お帰りまでには、インド式自助術をマスターしておきます。
She turned around and went where she had to without even looking back at me. Yo, the girl, the girl on principles right here. This girl on principles. Mm. She knows. mm, mm, all right. She knows that it's all right. She knows it's gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. For Patricia, it's okay. Look, you go do what you gotta do. We're gonna meet up eventually. We're gonna meet up again. Finish that stuff over there. By the time you're done, I'll be done. And then we can get back to business. We can get back to our business together. The, the night of the failed kidnapping had passed, and I arrived at the academy. I Shitimi Nakari, Natri, whatever, was a transfer student. Starting today, I would join this school. Yeah, I would join this school and live out my youth while immersing myself in education. Honestly, I was hesitant. My life my life until now had been void of school. Mm. Do not fear change. Those golden words gave me the push I needed. If you found relief and the familiar, consumed peace, drowned in the drowned in the now, despite the unknown, tur- hated turbulence, and forget to seek dreams. Life was worthless. With that in mind, puff out your chest. Do not fear. No, fear not. Do not stop, and challenge this new change life in school. I would say that was pretty cool. After seeing Natri off, Hestia left the hallway. When she reached the main gate, she once again turned to the academy from where she was. She had a good view of the large fortress within the school area. Oh, but the large forest. She boldly took out a pair of glasses from her pouch and put them on. She looked around, checking checking the school's front, examining all the mi- the all the wait examining all the minute details, gracefully, breathtaking, beautiful. It was an art piece born out of m- m- uh, modernity and technology. It had no weight of history around it, but it was far better constructed than the old European buildings she had seen many times. She took off the glasses and carefully placed them in a pocket.
こう、一句読みたくなる景色です。見た目というものは一番の嘘であるかもしれない。世間というやつはいつも虚飾に欺かれるから。昨夜助けられたのを集体と受け取った夜店教諭が、ご主人様の口を塞ぐために罠にかけたり、毒殺を図ったりする可能性は考慮すべきでしょうか。
Wow. Okay. Okay. So she already knows that some shit is up. She's like, okay, like what, like okay. Is she gonna stay around, or is she gonna just let it shit happen? What with a master like hers, she could with a master like hers that didn't seem unlikely. And it was it wasn't all that impossible for him to just drink such poison by accident. So perhaps she should had. So perhaps she had to warn him. He would walk a thorny path. A single mistake could ruin it all. In fact, he was in a situation where he had to do everything perfectly, no matter how slight.
医師や見回しますが、見れば見るほど大層なところです。できることなら、この中をじっくりゆっくりと歩き回ってみたいものですが。
As an outsider, she could only act around the main gate. As she walked away, she looked back at the school once more and thought of her master. What a great
成田
maid.
様、どうかご武運を。
Oh, I swear. It's a shame we can't romance her.
成田くん
Hearing my name made me stop my train of thought. Saki was leading me through the hallways. It was such a long walk that I questioned the design of the place.
昨日助けてもらったことは、一応感謝しています。
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
感謝されるようなことはしていないよ。私は自らの意志に基づいてなすべきことをなしただけだ。目の前で窮地に陥る者がいるとする。間近で理不尽に苦しむ者がいるとする。手を差し伸べるのに理由が必要なのかね。
I spoke the obvious, though saying it felt embarrassing.
それは、成田くん。
Yeah.
うん。ようやく今朝からのぎこちなさが消えたようだ。そう。これからもそのように私を呼んでくれたまえ。音無し作。君の声は耳にとても心よい。
Our boy is putting on the fucking charm, and I don't think she's affected it as much, but it's like it slowly cracks, you know.
あなた、何をいきなり。
思ったところを正直に述べたまでだが、何か疑問点があるのかね。
だから、そうじゃなくて。
What's wrong? Saki was so perplexed that it felt odd. Perhaps, hmm, perhaps ancient wisdom was correct. A woman's heart was a deep labyrinth, too difficult even for me.
成田くん。あなたは昨べも思ったけれど、と
Okay.
ても変わってる。
Yes. Duh.
自覚はないのだが、なぜかよく言われる。不思議なことだね。
Yeah, I'm quite curious. How vexing.
ありていに言うと、偉そうだとか、態度が大きいとか言われると。
さすがはスクールのインシグニア。軽眼だ。
Though I was really though I really was grand. So hearing people tell me that I was grandson meant nothing to me. However, Saki's words made a question float to the forefront of my mind.
もしかするとだが、私の態度はあまり学生的ではないのだろうか。
まあ、言葉を選んで言うと、とても個性的ですね、とは思います。
私は生まれは日本だが、海外生活が長かった。
言葉遣いや態度は、そのせいだと？
No.
いや、それは全く別の理由だ。
さっきの前振り、何だったの？
私を育てた男は、人を人とも思わぬ変わり者でね。私は長らく、あの下道目に囚われも同然の身の上だった。とっくにくたばっているのでせいせいするのだが、今頃は地獄で偉そうに幅を利かせているかと思うと、それも腹立たしい。
Wow. He was a wonderful person who I had no good memories, which made looking back at them quite annoying. We have lived in we have lived in a distant foreign country, and though I was basically his prisoner for a few years I spent with him, it 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 did make me strong and bold. I could even thank him for that.
なるほど。この親にしてこの子ありと。
Wow.
婉曲な言い回しは不要だ。はっきりと育ての親がクズだったのね。成田様かわいそう萌えと言いたまえ。私も全面的に同意しよう。
これっぽっちも言ってない。
ことわざ的には、まさにトンビがフェニックスを生んだが適切だろう。
まあ、どう適切なのか分かりたくもないですが、そういうものだと納得するのはやぶさかではありません。
She placed her hand on her forehead and sighed. I was glad we've come to an understanding.
音無し作。君は思いのほか率直な人物らしい。もちろんその逆であるよりも、私にとってははるかに好ましい。
あなたは、正直に言って、よくわからない人だわ。はっきりと言うなら、変わり者の多いこのスクールでも、特に風変わりな部類に入るほどね。
ところで、早速だが質問をいいかね。
I've been looking at chance to ask for something. What are her cup sizes?
昨夜の連中、君たちを襲撃した武装ギャングどもは、あれからどうなったのかね。
Oh, the guys. That's right. We massacred last night. Mm. Through the AK-47 was easy to acquire. An armed group with them couldn't couldn't have been just a bunch of common criminals. As far as I knew, this country was absolutely peaceful. That an armed group that an armed kidnapping would be on the front page of every newspaper. Yeah. mm, However, I checked before coming here and found nothing of it on any media. We weren't questioned by the police either. Miss Takami was Miss Takano Takano had said had said that she would explain everything in our stead, and we've been released just like that. Well, okay, that wasn't right. Well, um, well, excuse me. It's the don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Your students. Don't worry about it. Just go back to being at school or whatever. Uh, though this was the countryside, it was unbelievable that this country's laws enforcement organizations would be so careless. I don't think so.
スクールが関わっている事件は、基本的に表沙汰にならないで処理されます。
不祥事を隠しておくのが日本流ということかね。この小さな学園がそれほどの影響力を持っているというのも、腑に落ちない話だが。
Yeah, because the people in it, I'm guessing. Saki had a face that seemed to display her confusion. It was probably the expression of an adult would make when asked why apples were red.
表沙汰にされないのは、まだ当分はスクールの存在とそこで行われていることを一般には隠しておく必要があるからだけど。
That's what I'm saying. School.
成田くん、あなた、本当に何も知らず、このスクールに来たの？
She wasn't asking the question. Wait. She wasn't asking. Wait, she wasn't asking as a noble being she strived to be. That was a question from the heart. She was so confused that she'd forgotten her mask.
あなた、やっぱり変わってる。
Oh, excuse me.
学生らしくないのだろう。
そんなさまつなことじゃない。あなたは本当に何もかもおかしいのよ。普通、この学園に来る学生たちは、ここを最後の聖域だと信じてやってくる。
Why?
たとえそうでなくても、それに近い感情を抱いている。例外はない。だって、それがこのスクールの存在する意味。それが、ハローを持つということだから。
Huh? A halo? I was familiar with that word. One of the officials testing whether I was worthy of going to this school had muttered that. A halo, and its grade was a critical factor in your ability to attend the school here.
あなたもハローを持っている。それは、絶対の大前提。そうでなければ、スクールは入学を認めない。
Um, are we dead? Wait, are we like dead or something?
そして、時の先生によれば、あなたの評価はエトワール。間違いなく、資質として最高級のハローを持った HMI の一人。だからなおのこと信じられない。そんなあなたが何も知らずにこの学園へやってきたなんて。
そういうことなら、私が一風変わり種なのも道理だろうね。この成田真理は、聖域など求めてはいない。逃げてきたのではない。挑むために、ここへ来たのだ。
逃げてきた？それは、私たちに言ったの？
うん。事実なのだろう。君たちは辛かった外を逃げ出して、安全なここへとやってきた。
Oh,
何か気に障ってしまっただろうか。であるなら謝罪しよう。思ったままを述べただけで悪意はなかった。
今の発言は断じて見逃せません。取り消しなさい。
make us. She looked me. She looked me. Okay, she looked at me with eyes burning with rage. Her imminent demeanor made me understand something. She hated to hear the word. Wait, she hated to hear the unpleasant truth, but that wasn't the main driving force behind her rage. She was mad. She was mad at Sheena Natri for belittling for belittling not herself but the honor of many nameless students who called the academy their sanctuary. Ah, that's their problem, not mine. Mm, that's your issue.
私は必要ならどんな嘘でも口にする男だ。しかし、これについて意を曲げるのは無理だ。君には嘘をつきたくない。おとなしさく。
な、と、突然何を？
いかようにも謝罪はしよう。だが、発言を取り消し、欺瞞を持って取り繕うことは、私の名誉にかけて行うわけにはいかない。
Sakurai had the serious wait had since wait had the sincerity to get mad at the honest thoughts at the thoughtless words and the sense of justice to stand up for the sake of others' honor. Excuse me. She was so bright that I almost felt like crying. It was easy to take back what I said and fake my feelings, but I didn't want to defy her nobility with my deception. To Naturi, it was both a given. It was wait okay to Naturi, it was both a given and something he couldn't put into words. Oh, sorry. It wait, it would leave a scar on her dignity. Her heaving a long sigh and relaxed. I didn't know if she knew what I intended, but it seemed like she felt my sincerity.
あなた、やっぱり変わってる。
Her mother, wait, her mother, wait, her mother seemed more confused than before. Well, she's weird too. So I want to say slow something else. Um, excuse me. Um, like the cavalry, like the cavalry here to like the cavalry here to save us from a slight awkwardness. A phone rang. It was Saki. It was Saki's, and it had the academy emblem on it. Using it as a chance to get away from me. She took the call. Wow.
はい、音無しです。そうです。今、教室へ向かっています。時野先生。
While she talked, I had nothing to do. There was no wall behind the pillars. Wait. There was no wall behind the pillars in the hallway. So I saw something I saw something in a garden. I was growing bored of the usual hallway, which I left. Which I left out of which I left. Wait, wait. Which is why I let my curiosity take over and lead me beyond the pillars. Well, wherever we're going. Oh, hello. The suspicious garden was connected to the hallway with large stones with large stone shapes. I walked onto one of them and faced and was faced with with a variant scenery built between the local hills as well as an odd dense forest beyond it. For a small paradise built for 200 people, it was quite a sight. That was when I noticed a person who was watching from the forest from the same as me.
おう。
Hello. Um. Hi. He looks dangerous. He looks dangerous. Um. A black and a what black ran over white. The white was canvas supported by by an easel. While the black was the line of a graphical whatever. Um. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it here. Um. This man looks dangerous as fuck. Quite frank, though I'd say he looks hot. I'm just gonna say he looks the hot kind of dangerous, like the dangerous you don't want to fuck around with, but at the same time hot that you would that that if he pushed you down and said and said some degenerate shit, you would probably fold in like a few minutes in like a few fucking seconds. But anywho, I'm gonna cut it here. Yesterday I want to say yesterday I got my teeth filled and all that stuff. And my teeth look freaking so much better and all that shit. Um, but while I was brushing my teeth last night, some I guess like some of the piece broke the fuck off. Um, so I'm gonna have to call I'm gonna have to call back. I'm gonna have to call up there and whatever and see what the hell happened. Cause I don't think it should have fell off. I mean, if it should have, I guess it's fine, but I don't really know. So I don't want to risk it. But I'm probably gonna have to go back and get another filling. Um, but add something, I guess. But anyhow, I'll see you all next time, and thank you all for coming. This solo thing. Also, please go vote on YouTube again. All that stuff. But I'll see you all next time.